Ladies and gentlemen, in today's world, perception often outweighs reality. People are drawn to what they can see, touch, or measure things that make a loud statement about success or status. And money? It's the loudest statement of all. It tells a story, even when the story isn't entirely true. A person with wealth can walk into a room and suddenly they command attention, respect, and admiration, even if their character or integrity is questionable. Why? Because people are more inclined to respect what they think they see, rather than what's genuinely there. This creates a dangerous illusion. Society conditions us to associate wealth with wisdom, power, and capability. Someone who drives a luxurious car or wears designer clothes is automatically seen as successful. Their opinions hold more weight, their mistakes are more readily forgiven, and their shortcomings are often overlooked. Meanwhile, a person of great character, humility, and honesty, but without material wealth, can easily be dismissed. This isn't because they lack value, but because their value isn't displayed in a way society has been trained to notice. It's a sad truth that the shine of gold can blind people to the cracks in a person's soul. Respect tied to perception is fragile and superficial. It doesn't recognize the sacrifices, struggles, or moral strength that lie beneath the surface. Instead, it rewards the performance, the image of success. This is why so many people chase wealth, not just for comfort, but for validation. They hope that by amassing money, they can gain the respect they've been denied. Yet even then, the respect they receive isn't for them, it's for their possessions. But here's the reality: what's on the surface will always fade. Money can buy admiration, but it can't buy authenticity. True respect is built over time, rooted in actions, principles, and the way you treat others. When the money disappears and the illusion fades, only the truth remains. Perception might open doors, but it's reality, your character, and integrity that determines who stays in the room with you. Money has become one of the most powerful social symbols in our world. It speaks before you do, introduces you before anyone asks your name, and dictates how people perceive you long before they know who you are. It's not just paper or numbers on a screen, it's a status symbol, a badge of honor, and for many, a measure of worth. Society has elevated money to a pedestal where it defines success, influences relationships, and shapes the way people treat one another. Think about it: when someone steps out of an expensive car or wears a high-end watch, they immediately command attention. People look at them differently, treating them with a kind of reverence that often has nothing to do with their character or accomplishments. Why? Because money, in its symbolic form, represents power, influence, and achievement. It sends a message that says, this person has made it. It doesn't matter how they obtained it or what kind of person they are beneath the surface, the presence of wealth overshadows everything else. This dynamic isn't confined to the wealthy. Even those without significant means feel the pressure to project an image of financial success. Social media amplifies this, where people showcase the highlights of their lives: luxurious vacations, designer clothing, and fine dining, all to align with the societal narrative that wealth equals value. It's not always about having money, it's about appearing to have it. Because in a world where money speaks so loudly, silence can be misinterpreted as failure. The power of money as a social symbol lies in its ability to influence relationships. People gravitate toward those who appear successful, hoping to benefit from the perceived advantages of their wealth. Invitations to exclusive events, opportunities for partnerships, and even basic social interactions often depend on financial status. Conversely, those without visible wealth may find themselves overlooked, their talents and virtues ignored because they lack the right packaging. But here's the paradox: while money can open doors, it can also create walls. People who are drawn to someone solely because of their wealth often have conditional loyalty. The respect they offer is shallow and transactional, disappearing the moment the money is gone. On the other hand, those who value relationships built on character and authenticity may struggle to break through the superficial barriers created by the obsession with wealth. Money's role as a social symbol reflects a deeper truth About human nature, people are quick to judge based on what they see, often neglecting the substance beneath the surface. But while society might prioritize appearance over reality, individuals don't have to. True wealth isn't about the size of your bank account, it's about the richness of your relationships, the depth of your integrity, and the impact you leave on others. So while money might symbolize success to the world, it's important to remember that it's only one measure, and often a shallow one. Real respect, the kind that endures, is earned through who you are, not what you have. Money may be loud, but character speaks louder in the long run. Respect that is tied to money is fragile, fleeting, and conditional. It may feel empowering at first, having people admire you, cater to you, or even praise you, but beneath that admiration lies a shallow foundation, one built not on who you are as a person, but on what you can offer. This type of respect is a transaction, not a reflection of genuine value or integrity. It is conditional, dependent entirely on your ability to maintain your financial standing or continue benefiting those who claim to respect you. When respect is based on money, it creates an unspoken contract. People show deference, but not because they admire your character or principles, it's because they see an advantage in being associated with you. It might be access to opportunities, financial benefits, or simply the social prestige that comes with being linked to someone wealthy. The moment those perceived benefits disappear, so does their loyalty. This is why so many wealthy individuals find themselves surrounded by people who are more interested in their wallets than in their well-being. Conditional respect often reveals itself during moments of financial difficulty. When the money fades, the crowd thins. Friends disappear, calls go unanswered, and invitations dry up. It becomes painfully clear that the respect and admiration were never about you, but about what you represented, a source of influence, power, or convenience. It's a sobering realization, one that leaves many feeling used, betrayed, or undervalued. The most tragic part of conditional respect is its impact on relationships. It's difficult to know who truly values you for who you are when money is in the equation. The lines between genuine connections and opportunistic alliances become blurred. Even family relationships can be tainted when financial expectations take precedence over emotional bonds. This can leave a person feeling isolated despite being surrounded by people, creating a sense of loneliness that no amount of money can fix. But there is a silver lining. Moments of financial struggle or loss often reveal the truth about those around you. The people who stay, who continue to value your presence, who support you when you have nothing to offer them, those are the ones who truly respect you. Their loyalty isn't conditional, it's rooted in genuine care and appreciation for who you are, not what you can provide. In the end, respect tied to money is an illusion, a fleeting shadow that vanishes when the light dims. Real respect, the kind that withstands challenges and changes, is built on authenticity, character, and mutual understanding. It's rare, but it's worth far more than anything money can buy. Authentic relationships are the cornerstone of a fulfilling life. They are built on trust, mutual respect, and genuine care, qualities that are not influenced by external factors like wealth or status. In a world where so much value is placed on material success, authentic relationships stand out because they don't depend on what you have, but on who you are. These connections aren't transactional, they're rooted in understanding, loyalty, and a shared sense of humanity. In authentic relationships, there is no room for pretense. You don't have to wear a mask or pretend to be someone you're not. The people who truly care for you accept you for all that you are, your strengths, your flaws, and everything in between. They see beyond the surface, beyond the possessions, titles, or accolades, and value the person at the core. This kind of connection is liberating because it allows you to be your true self without fear of judgment or rejection. One of the defining characteristics of authentic relationships is consistency. Unlike relationships based on financial or social gain, authentic bonds don't waver when circumstances change. Whether you're thriving or struggling, these relationships remain steadfast. They aren't influenced by the rise and fall of your bank account or the highs and lows of your career. In fact, challenging times often strengthen these connections, as they provide opportunities for genuine support and solidarity. Authentic relationships also foster emotional safety. In a world where many people are quick to judge or criticize, these relationships create a space where you can share your thoughts, feelings, and dreams without fear. They encourage open communication, where both parties feel heard and valued. This emotional safety is essential for personal growth and self-discovery because it allows you to explore your true potential without the weight of superficial expectations. However, authentic relationships require effort and vulnerability. They aren't formed overnight, and they demand honesty, patience, and a willingness to invest time and energy. Building such connections means prioritizing quality over quantity, choosing depth over superficiality. It also means being there for others, not just when it's convenient or beneficial, but when they truly need you. The beauty of authentic relationships lies in their enduring nature. Unlike relationships that fade when circumstances change, these connections grow stronger over time. They are the relationships that bring meaning to life, offering comfort in moments of despair and joy in times of celebration. In the end, authentic relationships are a reminder that the most valuable things in life cannot be bought or sold. They are a testament to the power of human connection, a bond that transcends material wealth and stands the test of time. Money introduces a distinct power dynamic into relationships, altering how people interact and perceive one another. It creates an unspoken hierarchy where those with wealth often hold more influence, regardless of their character or intentions. This power isn't always about direct control or authority. It's subtler, shaping how people behave, speak, and even think in the presence of wealth. At its core, the power of money lies in its ability to affect decisions and outcomes. Those with financial resources can dictate terms, whether in business, social circles, or personal relationships. People with money often find that others defer to them, not because of their wisdom or values, but because their wealth makes them seem untouchable or indispensable. Money creates an aura of authority, even if it isn't deserved, and this power can be intoxicating to those who possess it and intimidating to those who don't. For those on the receiving end, the power dynamic can lead to a sense of dependence or obligation. People might act differently around someone wealthy, offering respect, loyalty, or admiration that isn't entirely genuine. This isn't always out of malice or deceit. It's often a survival instinct. People align themselves with wealth because they perceive it as a source of opportunity or security. They fear the consequences of being on the wrong side of power, so they adjust their behavior to maintain favor. This dynamic can distort relationships, making it difficult to discern who values you for yourself and who values what you can provide. It can create a barrier between individuals, as the wealthy often find themselves surrounded by people who are more interested in their resources than their character. This leads to isolation, as those with money may struggle to find genuine connections free from the influence of their financial status. However, the power of money in relationships is not inherently negative. It's how it's used that makes the difference. Wealth can empower people to help others, support causes, and create opportunities that uplift those around them. When used responsibly and with humility, money can be a tool for building trust and strengthening relationships rather than distorting them. The key to navigating the power dynamic that money introduces is awareness. Understanding how wealth influences relationships allows people to approach them with greater authenticity. It requires the wealthy to remain grounded and to prioritize character and connection over material advantage. For those without wealth, it means recognizing their own worth and refusing to let money dictate how they treat others. Ultimately, the power dynamic created by money is a test of character for everyone involved. It reveals whether people value relationships for the right reasons or simply for the advantages they bring. True strength lies in breaking free from the grip of this dynamic and fostering relationships that are built on mutual respect and authenticity, not financial leverage. Self-worth is the foundation of how we navigate the world and interact with others. It shapes the decisions we make, the way we allow others to treat us, and how we define success. When your self-worth is tied to something external, such as money, status, or approval from others, it becomes fragile and easily shaken. But when you truly understand and value who you are at your core, you no longer rely on external validation to feel worthy. This shift in mindset is powerful because it provides stability and confidence, regardless of the circumstances around you. People who have a strong sense of self-worth don't measure their value by their bank accounts or material possessions. They understand that their true worth lies in their character, their integrity, and their ability to contribute meaningfully to the lives of others. This deep self-awareness empowers them to make choices that align with their values, rather than acting out of fear of judgment or desire for approval. The impact of self-worth also extends to how we allow others to treat us. When we value ourselves, we set healthy boundaries and protect our peace. We are less likely to tolerate disrespect or allow ourselves to be taken advantage of, because we recognize that we deserve to be treated with kindness, respect, and fairness. People who lack self-worth, on the other hand, may accept mistreatment or tolerate unhealthy relationships because they feel they don't deserve better. They may constantly seek validation, allowing others to define their value, which leaves them vulnerable to manipulation or emotional harm. A strong sense of self-worth also helps to reduce the need for validation through material possessions or status. Many people pursue wealth or fame, hoping these achievements will validate their worth, but those are temporary and external measures that can disappear just as quickly as they arrive. When self-worth is built on internal qualities like self-respect, kindness, and resilience, it becomes unshakable. You no longer need to chase the approval of others because you are content with who you are. This self-assurance enables individuals to take risks, pursue passions, and live authentically without fear of rejection. When you know your value, you don't fear failure because you understand that setbacks don't diminish your worth, they are just part of the journey toward growth. Ultimately, self-worth is the key to living a fulfilling and empowered life. It frees you from the need to prove yourself to anyone and allows you to show up in the world as your true, authentic self. Building a legacy goes far beyond acquiring wealth or achieving personal success. It's about creating something that endures long after you're gone, something that speaks to the impact you've had on the lives of others. A legacy isn't measured by the possessions you leave behind or the titles you hold. It's defined by the values you instill, the relationships you nurture, and the positive change you create in the world. True legacy is built through the actions you take, the choices you make, and the character you embody every day. When you focus on building a legacy, you shift your attention from short-term goals to long-term impact. It's about asking yourself not just what you want to achieve, but what you want to be remembered for. The real legacy lies in the influence you have on the people around you, the way you inspire, encourage, and support others in their own journeys. A legacy is not built on selfish ambition or the pursuit of material wealth. It's built on the desire to uplift others, to lead with integrity, and to leave the world in a better place than you found it. To build a lasting legacy, it's crucial to understand that it's not something that happens overnight. It requires consistent effort, dedication, and the willingness to prioritize what truly matters over what may bring immediate gratification. A legacy is about the small, everyday decisions that add up over time. It's about the kindness you show, the honesty you uphold, and the wisdom you share. It's also about the relationships you invest in and the way you treat people when no one else is watching. These are the things that make a difference and create a foundation for a legacy that will continue to inspire others long after you've moved on. A key part of building a legacy is being intentional about what you want to pass on. This isn't limited to financial wealth or material goods. It's about the values, lessons, and principles that you live by. When you live with purpose, your actions reflect that, and people take notice. They learn from you, they grow from your example, and they carry forward the lessons you've taught them. A true legacy is intergenerational. It influences not just those closest to you, but ripples out to affect future generations. In the end, building a legacy isn't about recognition or accolades. It's about creating something meaningful, something that transcends your lifetime and continues to inspire others to live with purpose, integrity, and heart. The legacy you leave behind isn't about what you take with you, but what you leave behind in the hearts and minds of others. It's a reminder that the impact we have on others and the difference we make in the world will will outlive any material possession we could ever acquire. In the end, the true measure of our lives isn't found in what we accumulate or the fleeting recognition we receive. It's in the lasting impact we have on the people we touch and the legacy we leave behind. Money and success may offer temporary rewards, but it's character, integrity, and the way we live our values that will define us long after we're gone. The choices we make today ripple out to future generations, shaping their perspectives, inspiring their actions, and guiding their lives. Build a legacy that speaks to your authenticity, one rooted in love, service, and purpose. Strive not just to leave behind wealth, but to leave behind wisdom, kindness, and a profound difference in the world around you. When your time is up, let it be said that you live for something greater than yourself, that your life was a beacon of hope and a testament to the power of living with intention and heart. This is the kind of legacy that transcends time, and it's the one that will live forever.